For this geometry question, we are trying to find the length of shorter sides for a heptagon. A heptagon is a seven-sided shape, so we're told that it has a perimeter that is equal to 110 feet. And we know that four of the sides are the same length and the remaining sides are half as long. Now we know what the perimeter is, but we do not know any of the actual lengths. So a good idea would be to start by constructing the shape of the heptagon maybe and draw that. So here is a heptagon, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to label the sides of the heptagon. So it tells me that four of the sides are the same length. So I'm going to pick four of the sides, and since I don't know their measure, I'm going to let their measure be x feet long. So one side is x, another side, and another side. Doesn't matter where you label those. So that represents four of the sides having the same length. Now it says that the remaining sides are half as long. So half as long would be dividing these measures by 2. So you could say that it is 1/2 x. That's the same thing as x over 2. So you could do either way. So these remaining three sides are going to be 1/2 the measure of x. So now that I have labeled all of the sides, I'm going to go back and look for my formula word. It says perimeter is 110 feet. Now the perimeter of the shape is where we add all exterior sides. There's not really a special formula for this heptagon. Now I do know the length of the perimeter is 110, so I'm going to let that equal 110. And then I'm going to just go around and add up all of these sides, and I'm just collecting like terms. So I have 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x totals to 4x's. You could add them all here, or you can just add up the whole numbers first. And then I have 1/2 x plus 1/2 x plus 1/2 x. So 1/2 x plus 1/2 x plus 1/2 x, if you add those coefficients, 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. And so 1x plus 1/2 x is 1.5 x. So then if I total this up, I have 110 equals 4x plus 1.5 x's. That's going to be 5.5 x's. So to solve this equation now for the measure of x, we need to divide by 5.5. Okay, so it's easier to type in the calculator as a decimal. So I would type 110 divided by 5.5, and that's going to give me the measure for x. So 110 divided by 5.5 is 20. So x is 20. Now, if I go back to my shape now, this means that these four sides here are all going to be 20 feet. So I've got 20, 20, 20, and 20. 20 times 4 is 80. So right now, just for those four sides, I have 80 feet out of my perimeter. So if I take 120 feet, or I'm sorry, 110 feet, and I subtract the 80 feet, this is going to give me the remaining distance around with those shorter sides. So 30 feet is the total length around the shorter sides. Or you can, if you want to just know how long are those shorter sides, then you can just say half of 20. Okay, so all of these are going to be 10 feet, which obviously you can see that makes 30 feet total. So the shorter sides all have a measure of 10 feet.